Black Panther Wakanda Forever started production with less than a year to be able to complete everything. So I think we can all look at that substantial delay, or substantial delay to some people, of 5 months as a sort of blessing in disguise. Now, the producer of Wakanda Forever talks a little bit more about the sequel and that delay. So this came directly from Black Panther Wakanda Forever's producer, Nate Moore, who was asked by Variety about the status of the upcoming sequel. Of course, how they're proceeding without having a Black Panther there, who of course was Chadwick Boseman since he passed away, and what the story is and what the direction is and what they could say about the future. He was being very vague in regards to, the status currently of the film and what step they're at, and even trying to dodge pretty much any question in regards to anything we've seen leak, which again is great. But Nate Moore did have an update on this delay when asked about it, since the film was originally delayed from July to November. And again, things could change. They could move it back a couple weeks, they could move it forward. It's always one of these fluid things. But he did say that since they were shooting during that announcement, that the cast and crew saw that, and it was sort of like relief, because this allowed them more time. This allowed them more production time and post-production time, more time to make sure they get everything right, and so the sequel doesn't feel rushed. Now, I think, even if you love Black Panther, which I absolutely do love that first film, we can all agree that film could have probably used another 2 to 3 months in the post-production department so that final CG battle and the train and things don't look so bad, because it's jarring in the film. When in some acts of the film, you have CG that's absolutely stellar and the world comes to life and you're like, I feel like I'm in this world. And then you have other parts of the film where you're like, hey guys, did somebody forget to put a shadow pass on this? Did you forget textures? What happened? Who clicked render? Somebody must have seen the 90 hours it took to render this one frame, that quite clearly something is off, right? So he's more or less telling everybody, this is great because it's giving us more time. And again, Black Panther Wakanda Forever started shooting with 11 months to release date. Again, that's a rush production even by Marvel Studios standards, which used to be the norm, like 12 to 14 months. But now they're looking at more to 16 to 18, which I think is, I think it's working out better for all of them because it's more time, they don't have to rush anything, and they can really try to nail down the effects and the story, which can only be better for everybody, I would assume. I know people say, fanboy, of course you're going to say this. Yeah, the more time the films have, the better. The Batman being delayed substantially, I think, is going to really benefit that film. Because, as they said, they got to rewrite a lot and look at the strengths and weaknesses of the film and go, well, when we get back to shooting, we can fix this mistake. So yeah, I think delays in comic book movies are great. It only makes sure that by the end result, we get a better result.